living like my normal life.
Yes.
Yeah, but when I stepped at it again, because
See people. Let me see people.
and I was
That's
actually
all.
thinking of using
I'll be
just
too-
obey. Yes, maybe they would
Too
be
much.
trying to go out right now. But the basic reason why I didn't go was just for the social distancing thing. As much as we stepped out to get things for ourselves, it doesn't mean you should ignore the part of
Yes,
social distancing until we know that. Well, at this point, at this juncture, we just have to mingle. We need to get cuddles. We need to get hugs from our loved ones and all that. But
Saw something on Facebook and the guy was like, Keke. Fast straight, get out
no,
of the
you
major
actually
roads.
missed them. I took a bike today, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And in my mind, I'm like,
Let the
you
wind
feel
just
like
blow.
you're inside the car.
essence of being free. And I hope you can see what some of these guys that have been sent to prison unjustly, not for those ones that are sent there justly, but some of them that have been sent there unjust were short of goods and currently in the market. I'd love to hear the price of yam and basically everything because I know some budgets will make for going out tomorrow if we just decide to just
The hotels now, in Nigeria, the park at the background, we always act on sentiment where we're right. That is a matter of the court to decide. So many people practice law on social media. So many people. The executive order said, do not operate for some time now. And what happened? They beat them, they named them. Who was responsible for this? A man. It's even embarrassing to me. A PTB youth belongs to the state. You can't believe it. I'm a Rivers person. I'm a grassroots politician. I never knew in my life that there could be a hotel there. But I thank God I had to go. Even when we were going, I was asking my people, where are we?
3 years ago. So what is he doing?
Why is he there? And then it suddenly just came out of
And the River State governor just said it like, oh, I didn't even know he was a youth leader. I think that is something that should be taken really seriously. So what if robber
Yes.
or a cultist
Yes.
or someone that has kidnapped someone? Remember what happened at Bielsa during the
Yes,
election
yeah.
when they started complaining of long after INEC didn't see that thing.
happen. How would
we
get to
had
know?
known that this person is
Right now. This is typically chaos.
This is really disturbing. And it's
validly
really
said.
serious because I feel like there's a whole
Most of the time, it's even like a political party trying to bring down another game deep, and they start bringing awesome like
It does-
I feel that all these agencies should actually or state government themselves. For the now,
have been questioned for not having maybe their and
that's an issue. But my major concern now looked into before they occupy any public office, and
this thing should reflect in their profile.
what kind
Like,
of data
Is that
do we
a
have
data
data
base?
to put all these things in order?
Yeah.
That's the problem in Nigeria. Like, do we
Of it because some persons might be changed and all that. This person was declared wanted,
Or
so
they
why
might have
wouldn't
had
you?
and-
nobody said anything
Yes.
about it, which is going to be really more heartbreaking. The numbers is 0817-0000951 or 0810-9510951. Send text messages, WhatsApp messages to Area Talk 95.1 FM.
So Lucky calling you from Bine. The boy in his own way, he tried to like say please so you people hide all the how can you do this? And perhaps maybe this thing didn't happen, this propaganda, this fake news. That is the last Saturday, they your governor, your job, or the manager, whosoever that own this hotel. So maybe we'll find a order because they take order really ask.
And I totally understand where you're coming from. But like I said yesterday on Opinion Poll, the court will be left to make that decision. At 5.1 FM. Good evening. I lost it. All right, do all to call in. It's still 0817-0000951 or 08.
I just back and front. So that's how I see it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. That's the point of view. At 5.1 FM. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. What is happening? Like everybody as River State, you know their attitude. What I'm telling you is that ordinary only read that particular hotel say that it's in element is the cause of the hunger that is in the country now. People ready to blow the whistle. At the end of the day, they may even blow whistle. To the
I think this particular one is way beyond whistle blowing.
Yes. What I'm saying is that, say, the governor said that he didn't even know where they are going to until he reached that particular place. So because as he reached that place, what he met in that particular place, meeting and because I have been shouting, say knock down, not for our wife, for our own sake, for our own benefit, don't give another person. That is how the thing will transmit. Oh, I don't see anything about it. If anybody says to shout it, they should go to the court because we will know the person that they at fault. Thank you very much.
All right, Professor Kitty, thank you so much for your thoughts on that.
I think he has a point there, and it's the nature of people to want to benefit from anything that is going on at the time. The whole whistleblowing thing, and for me, I feel like people should have their facts right before they start saying things. You don't just come out and just say things there because you want to benefit and you want to have money or you want to make money. It's wrong. So if you would want to blow the whistle, be sure to have your facts, get your accurate facts and then put it out there.
But like I said, this particular one is way beyond whistleblowing, because I feel part of the annoyance of the River State governor. Of course, he said it's not a decision he took on his own. It's like a Security Council decision.
Coming together, yes.
Yeah. But if you ask me, I feel part of the annoyance is the fact that you harassed and you
violated
the task force themselves that he is heading, which most persons will feel offended by. But the part I think is an issue is that for like the other caller pointed out, for the fact that this is under your watch, this is elected, or I don't know how it happened. Holding a public office is someone that has been declared wanted. And to some extent, it makes you wonder, what exactly what kind of government do we have? What kind of people are leading us here? If anything happening in your state, not even the feedback, like you should be abreast of who is here, who is here.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Or even if you cannot occupy all that information on your own, you have people working for you.
People.
Exactly. That will be able to say, this person they just elected as the chairman of youth chairman of PDP in this particular local government area. This person has this kind of record. Bring it to your notice and you make your call. You make the decision. But how come nobody was able to tell that? Does it tell you anything? Does it make you see the government in a certain light that you are also sounding like you had no idea this was actually going on?
It just goes.
So can you imagine how many persons
that
are occupying public position that are of questionable characters?
It just goes to point out and show the nonchalant attitude, most of our political parties and politicians, you would definitely find out things.
All right.
Yes.
95.1 FM. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. This is Mr. Zion. I'm calling from Bota.
Mr. Zion, you're welcome.
And so the other colleagues in the studio, I greet you people specially.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Let me attend on this demolition of hotel. Honestly, I've heard hundreds and tens. A lot of people have said a lot of things, but I've never contributed in any fora on this issue. But I deem it fit to talk on today's program.
Okay.
The truth is this: most of us don't even understand what is the law. We don't even know. I've seen some people put what they put, but they don't know that the mere fact of violating an administrative law, you have invoked the EO6, executive governor. None of them have cited all these cases that is going on. Look at Ambody. Didn't he attack them in Balande Market? Didn't he attack them? What gave him the impetus? Executive Order 6. Because of what? An administrative order have been violated. Yes, we know that we need to re-examine the executive order. Look at it carefully. You can go to court in the Leonard Farms in River State of the man of Senate Osijo Kasha, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. And he said it. If you are not, or you feel you are not comfortable, or your rights have been violated, approach the court. And in particular for the people who are attacking the man. To be honest, why I don't contribute on this issue, because I saw a lot of illiterate comments. Comments that was not even starting. It's just annoying.
All right.
November 7, sorry, let me before I leave the floor.
Sure.
November 7, 2013, the then governor of Rivers State, Right Honorable Rotimi Amechi, did the same on a particular environment, what they call the Njamasi waterfront.
Yes,
He demolished property. And all these people who are accusing in all these cases. See, I am Mr. Zion. I didn't go to school because I'm looking for certificate. I didn't go to school because I'm looking for a job. Take note, the executive order did not target human beings or their citizens' rights.
Okay.
It only cited what attacked what on properties, which they call assets.
All right, Mr. Zion, thank
Thank
you
you
so
very
much
much.
for sharing. 95.1 FM. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Buchi.
Good evening, Chima.
Yes, my name is Chima. Thank you. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
You're welcome.
Yes, Buchi, I think executive. Why the people are frown at the governor's action is because executive is actions. You understand?
Okay.
The governor has to require. Yes, you have to require the court to be able to take any action. You understand? If what the governor is saying, that is what the people are saying. There is mere administrative order. Even what I heard on radio, it's further buttress the fact that we have roads in our physical office. That is what is happening. We have people who are supposed to put their occupying positions. You understand?
Okay.
If the governor will talk like this, and it is happening, this is what our state has generated into. A man who is being on wanted list and has been declared wanted for over 3 years, and he was elected as a PDP youth leader. Oh, Buchi, how did we get here? Honestly, today has butchered the fact that we have people of it. You understand?
Okay.
So there's need for us to reveal these people. So Nigeria, we are going to be careful on the kind of people we put in position. Thank you very much.
All right, Chima. Thank you so much for your thoughts. 95 points.
This is Andy, and I'm calling from the community.
All right, Prince Handy, you're welcome to the show.
Yes, let me take it from this angle. Thank God that it is not APC or Chris Feinbaum who has told the wanted list for over 3 years now.
Okay.
Bonu, will you agree with me that as we speak today, there are also a wanted list or who have questionable characters? But if you blow that whistle today, they will tell you it is because we are APC members and the only thing we do is to attack the governor and his party.
Some persons will see it as you're calling off your own bad side and you're putting it in public. You're doing it to yourself. It means APC member that people would say, oh, it's because it's an APC member. That some persons will want to use this plan for it. If you're doing the right thing, you get rewarded for it.
Bonu, people like us in APC and people like us who are stakeholders of Rivers State, we know the governor's antics. He's only doing this to impress people because he has no option than to declare the youth chairman, the youth leader of Eleme local government wanted. So he's not just doing it. It is something he can cover because this one is in the public domain already. If it is something he can cover, they would have covered it because as we speak to you, I am telling you questionable character who are occupying in Rivers State police. They have issues to answer. In fact, some of them have matters in court. This one is in the public domain.
This is quite an allegation saying the governor had trampled and kept it on that cover. Thank you so much.
Bonu, let us leave that angle. Let us talk about the demolition of the hotel.
All right.
Fine. What truly transpired there, though we have not heard directly from the manager. Maybe you are not aware that they say the manager has been arrested and up to today he has not made any comment. And you are not also aware that the boy himself who is on the run has not given us the true picture of what really transpired there. We're only hearing from the governor. And if you remember yesterday, the governor came on air to tell Rivers people that it was a court order that warranted him to demolish the hotel. But today, the governor is telling us from the other side of his mouth that it is based on a
the governor never said anything about
they concluded in the security council meeting to demolish the hotel. But now the governor is also telling people that if they don't like it, they should go to court. Why didn't the governor, who is the lawyer, go to court and allow the court to deal with it? If that one not dead on arrival, that is abortion. But no wahala. No wahala. We don't have any blame for him. The only guy is
he wasn't smuggled. Each and every one of us voted for him, and that's why he's there. If majority didn't vote for him,
party or something, I think Governor Wike calling out his fellow party member is wrong. And then, I'm just saying that, okay, if we want to look at it the other way, because it's saying it as if, no, like there are a lot of people that they are covering up, they're still covering up. But it called this one out.
For me, I feel it shouldn't be partisan. This is a matter of life and death. We shouldn't take sides on if it's this. But as it stands right now, the truth must be told. Mm-hmm. There are loopholes that we are now obviously seeing, so.
And him calling him out is just, it's just good.
95.1 FM.
Hello, Buchi.
Good evening to
you. I think we are suffering now. People are now dying at home. We are suffering seriously. No movement in the country is now. The country is going to be very tired. Every people is tired. Every people are suffering. They say that they open today and tomorrow. Okay, then when they lock again, we know the day they will be open again. I don't know where we are doing. And even everywhere people are struggling to get to do anything. They will arrest you and put you into the gadu, and you will bail yourself. So I don't know how the way this problem we have in this country will be solved. We are suffering. We get water for war. Or I don't know. Even if it is water, how you can go. If you go to area, you see how people are dying and people are suffering. I don't know how to the solution so that everybody will free themselves and get what they will survive. If somebody dies or to put on into something that is not good to go and steal, say that somebody else steal. So I don't
Thank
know
you very much. Thank you.
to call back if you can before we wrap up the program to the text message portal. 95.1 FM. Good evening.
One thing I have noted the current Rivers State government is that they don't like setting the record straight.
Sorry, I didn't. They don't like setting what?
The record straight.
Who exactly?
I mean the Rivers State government.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the governor is telling us that he doesn't know that the guy, it is not only that boy, and so forth and so on. Who is they tell you?
Well, this is just mere accusation. If you have proof, then you take it up.
I want to. Do you remember the late Don Juan recognition as a traditional ruler by the same Rivers State government? What are we saying?
Text messages, please.
This message says Governor Wike should listen to the plight of rural community. Still has to be arraigned, inquired too badly. This one front, nobody complained because it's a gruta. This one says Buchi that a declared wanted 3 years ago was given portfolio for leadership is not a surprise. The system had been screwed this way, and the result. This is where that he is. This one says, yeah, it is a government of the minority, while the majority says Buchi powers to fully enforce COVID-19 criteria and open up institutions. At area talk, Wike is spreading the disease. Okay, I can't even really get that. This one says, Buchi, I want to ask which law order did Amechi use? Most of them are not made chiefs because they have good characters, but for the sake of peace. Reverend Unwaogu from Umuekpe. Well, do I really accept that? For the sake of peace. This one says, one of your people, I want to ask, people still move in and out of presidential hotel. Well, I think you're listening to this. Yam tubers bought for 600 naira last week was sold for 1,000 because of my children that like fried yam.
Aww.
Michael,
the children are so cute.
Everybody likes fried yam.
Not allowed. The problem is that we are not allowed to vote in elections to enable us choose who should rule. Sorry to Rivers people.
Okay, let's take one more call before we wrap up the program. 95.1 FM. Good evening. What else is Hello, good evening to you. Welcome. Huh?
My name is Oscar.
All right, I need you to speak up, please, so we can get you.
What is happening now? If the wanted person all this while, you can see why most of
Oops. Okay.
We can hear
I'm
you.
You finally remembered, right? We have a common enemy and we should not fall victim end of this. And hopefully things will definitely turn out fine.
All right, Boluwatifa.
Well, tomorrow is the last day of the freedom, at least for the now. And I really hope that every one of us, take this little moments that we have and we use it wisely, and know how you mix up with distance. Try and be very careful and
of the people.
This is Today All Day. Press 1.
The person who raised the name is the one who made the public know about.
Good afternoon and welcome to the World News on your Premium Talk Radio station.
We are your premium talk radio station. Today 95.1 FM. The station with a unique dial.
Mama Bonbon, what happened? What be all this one?
My brother.
Which one be corona?
Corona. They keep people.
Remember,
the coronavirus is an infectious. Informed about the virus. Protect yourself and others from this infection. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water or clean them with alcohol-based sanitizer. Maintain at least 1 meter distance between you. The virus spreads through droplets of saliva or discharge from the nose. It is important that you practice respiratory etiquette. Provide updates as soon as clinical findings become available. So stay able.
My name is Praise Obi, reporting from Transamadi. I spoke to some experts in the tourism sector complaining of neglect. They said that most of the tourists
And that wraps up the news. Thanks for listening. To have a good morning.
and at this moment, we're privileged to have Victor. And you've said the government perhaps should learn to
have people criticizing government every day. What they think the government should have done.
Teamwork.
Premium Talk radio station, Today 95.1 FM. The news update at 1.
Bad result on my advert. Please don't recall.
Okay, just come to Today. Sorry for that break. Still on the news. Governor of...
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Peace is a situation where there is no war or violence in a society. Peace allows wealth to accumulate and the
society can build up, thereby making people very prosperous and happy.
Without peace, there will be violence, war, and underdevelopment in our society. The most disadvantageous peace is far better than the most just war. Let us embrace peace for a better society.
This message is brought to you by your Premium Talk Radio, Today 95.1 FM.
It's what I pray for, all around the world. It's what I pray for.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.0.
Money is coming from a thief. Do you not see why you're a thief?
Talk news radio.
It's going to be 1-1 Morata. 1-0 is never good enough.
That's where we're good.
Here we go.
My name is Praise Obi, reporting from Transamadi. I spoke to some experts in the tourism sector complaining of neglect. They said that most of the tourists...
I'm currently at the headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission.
Today FM. Today FM. News.
And that wraps up the news. Thanks for listening. To have a good morning.
Oil spillage in Okobe has affected other communities, causing unprecedented devastation.
2 weeks after the River State government have